Hello friends, this is Communication 17002. Welcome. Well, we've had a little delay again here. It's due mostly to the preparations for the upcoming event in Venice that opens in May, and it was necessary to take a break and to concentrate on making the text for the catalog and preparing the images, and this is really quite a lot of work. So that is happening, and if you go to the welcome page of our website, you'll see a link to more information about the exhibition, which is being organized by the Global Art Affairs Foundation and their European Cultural Center. And the exhibition will take place in the Palazzo Bimbo, which is right near the Rialto Bridge in the center of Venice, and this is going to be very, very exciting. So that's what's been occupying us in the last 2 weeks, getting this things ready, and now we're having to design the architectural elements of the installation. So this is all a lot of work, and it's taking our concentration away from our communication series here, but I hopefully will be more regularly in the future. Now, we're working on the launch preparations. Again, that's going to happen hopefully very, very soon. But in the meantime, I would like to draw your attention to a part of the website called Art Funding. And because this exhibition that's coming up and the other art interventions that I'm working on are quite complicated and vast operations, I'm going to need your help to help make them happen. And therefore, instead of asking for donations, which of course are welcome, I think it would be a good idea if those of you who are interested in the project would start creating your own Greater.Earth art collection. So I'm adding a lot of work relevant to the work I've done through my whole career as an artist to the website, making it available. Now, I'm an astronautical artist, of course. I've been dealing with space or art and space projects for a long time, and it makes me an astro artist, but I've had a parallel career, actually, as a Terra artist. Okay, I've actually been fascinated by the beauty of the planet that I live on, and my walks through the forest and this very beautiful part of the world where I live has really inspired me, and I've made a large body of work based on my involvement in nature and the interconnectedness and interdependence of all life on Earth. And that's connected to physics, and it's connected to cosmos too, because the Earth is a part of the cosmos, that's for sure. And that brings me to an artwork that I'd like to really share with you today, and it's called a personal singularity. Now, a personal singularity is just one kind of singularity, because actually the concept of singularity is one of the most profoundly important concepts of our time. And we have gravitational and space-time singularity. And of course, there's the technological singularity that a lot of people are talking about now, where the human species might merge with the artificial intelligence that it's been creating to make kind of a super species. That's a possibility that people and philosophers and visionaries are thinking about. And then there's what we could call a cultural singularity. Has to do with the merging of our cultures right now. That's a product of the process of globalization that's been happening these past few decades. And what I want to talk about is one's personal singularity. Now, a personal singularity has to do with your relationship to the universe, okay? And how I've defined that is that many years ago, I was reading a book by the Carl Sagan, the famous astronomer, and he wrote this book, his most famous book probably, called Cosmos. And in Cosmos, I ran across this number, which is a 10 to the 28th power. Now, he indicates that this is an average number for the number of atoms in a human body. And I thought it was very interesting that someone could even calculate that. But then in another book, some years later, I ran across another number, and this is a book by Martin Rees, and the title of the book was Just Six Numbers. And in that book, I ran across the number 10 to the 78th power, which is the number of atoms in the observable universe. Well, I made a ratio out of these two numbers, and what I came out was the number 10 to the minus 50th. Now, 10 to the minus 50th is a a very small number if you want, and it's like a 0 with a decimal point followed by 50 zeros and then comes a 1. But hey, that 1 is an indication of a human being in relationship to the entire universe. And so this indicates our uniqueness, our individual uniqueness in the universe. And I've made several variations of this artwork, not just the fraction itself on this very beautiful paper that comes from handmade paper coming from the Himalayas. I've made 5 variations of the personal singularity, one using the exponential number 10 to the minus 50th inside a female form and also inside of a male form. And I've also made the fraction in the same background with using a male figure and a female figure for 2 variations of the fracture. So you can decide which one you like best. And also I have just the number, just the ratio, the fraction itself there as one thing. So these are just one example of the kind of artworks I'm putting onto the art funding section. And the works cover, like I said, my whole range of my work over the years. And these, for example, are very, very inexpensive, and it would be a great way to support the Greater.Earth project by purchasing one of these artworks and starting your Greater.Earth art collection. Why not? Hey, it's a good idea, and there's going to be a lot more to be added soon. So, well, that's it for today, folks. I have been really busy here, and I'm still very busy, and it's going to be an interesting time coming up, and we're getting really close to the launch to the Greater.Earth space station in the very, very near future. Okay, this has been Communication 17002. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.